This one weird trick cured his back pain. So I want to tell you a story and show you this amazing trick one of my clients told me probably about 10 years ago now when I finished at Chiropractic College at the AECC down in Bournemouth. It was absolutely amazing, and I'm going to show you this story right now. So if you haven't heard of me, my name is Dr. Jeremy Andrews. I'm Doctor of Chiropractic here at West Chiropractic in Surrey, and we help people with chronic lower back pain and knee pain live a life free from painkillers and surgery to stay independent and mobile long term. So what happened was, it was 2014, I graduated from Chiropractic College in Bournemouth, and I'd just come back up here to Surrey, and I was working for a clinic in New Malden. And this client, he came in and I'd been seeing him for about 2 weeks with a chronic low back pain. He said it happens on and off. It's been going on for the last 5 years. I get it 3 or 4 times a year when my back just completely locks up. He was around 55 and he sat at a desk, but he was also very active. He did a lot of cycling, out walking with his kids, and he wanted to stay as fit as he could for a long period of time. He wasn't trying to do any Ironmans or run a marathon. He just liked being fit 3 or 4 times a week and the feeling that gave him. So anyway, came in 2 weeks. I'd seen him quite a few times and we weren't really getting anywhere. I was trying loads of different techniques. I was trying to get him doing some massage, some rehab, spinal adjustments. I was taking x-rays of his spine, seeing what was going on. And he kept coming in saying it kind of felt good for 24 hours, 48 hours, then it would go back to where it was. Real sharp pain, shooting down the leg, sciatic involvement as well. Until one day he came in on a Monday and he walked into the clinic, and every time he'd walked into the clinic for the previous 2 weeks, he'd been sort of bowled over to the side, hunched forward like this. I'm sure many of you can imagine that. And he came in and I looked at him and thought, Brian, what on earth has happened here? How have you managed to do this? Is it something we've done? Like, what's happened? And he told me. So I'm going to show you exactly what he did now, how you can try this at home. But please be careful with this. Make sure there's somebody around when you're doing this at home, and just start with it very, very gently. So Brian basically told me he was going through this door frame at home. And what he did is he said there's a big ledge on the door frame like this. And he said he just put his hands on the door frame like that. He let his body fall away from him like this. And what he said is he just put all of his weight onto his buttocks like that. And he essentially hung from the door frame. So basically, he was putting all that weight through there. The lower back stretched out. So all this here was stretching out through there, and it decompressed his whole back. He said he heard this pop, 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 pop. It went off like a firecracker in his back, which in this case could sometimes be a bad thing, but in his case was a good thing. He said he did it, he held it for 30 seconds, the tension built up, and all of a sudden relief, pop, 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 all the way through his mid-back. And he said he got up and he thought, oh my goodness, that's great. I feel a lot looser through here, taking a lot of pressure off my spine like this. So it's really important when you're doing this that you're very, very gentle through here. If you've got a shoulder issue, I wouldn't do this. If you've got any incontinence or problems with bowel or bladder symptoms, this is definitely not the exercise to be doing. You want to take it nice and easy. So, like this. Putting the weight through the shoulders and trying to take all the pressure off the back there. Just letting those knees sink down, getting a really good grip on, and trying to take as much pressure off your feet as you can. Let your body just sink all the way down. Okay, so hopefully you can see a little bit better here as well. So like this, shoulders down like this, just letting the body sink through, taking as much pressure off my feet as possible. Let me show you from the back as well. You just see here, and then letting the legs drop like that, trying to take as much pressure onto my toes. So this can be transformative for back pain if it's done correctly. The key thing is to remember to try and let your body just hang from your hands. So really get a good ledge. Sometimes people do this above the stairs where there's a nice ledge. Again, that's a bit more dangerous, so you definitely want to have someone around. But you really make sure you don't want to arch your back too much. You also want to make sure that your weight hangs directly down. So you're not swinging. If you're swinging, that's again going to put some more pressure onto the joint and cause any disc issues. So nice and gentle. If you're concerned about this, just let me know and I can show you a little bit more about how we do it here in the clinic. But also, if this helps, then you're going to be a great candidate for what we call spinal decompression therapy, because it's essentially the same thing, that we're trying to decompress the base of the spine, getting pressure off the vertebra to allow the disc to move better, the nerves to move better. Also, we have something here called intersegmental traction tables. So if you are local to the West Byfleet area, please pop on down, give me a shout. We can give you a free taster session on the traction tables and see how you get on. And even if you don't respond to this, I would always say, give us a shout, drop me an email. I'll put the email in the show notes below. I'll drop a comment in here and I can make a modification of that exercise and making sure you're getting the best benefit from it. Okay, thank you so much. My name is Dr. Jeremy Andrews. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel for our regular updates. And of course, you can buy copies of my best-selling books here, The Secret Cure to Back Pain, How to Avoid a Lifetime of Painkillers and Surgery, and How to Transform Your Back, the second edition here on sale now on Amazon.